Hey guys, welcome back. We are 1 week away from the start of the season, so obviously, Net Talks, the beautiful game podcast, we gotta be back. We gotta be able to talk about football. We gotta be able to talk about what's been going on.
Yes, sir. After a long break, we back,
A
baby.
long break. Um, Things have been moving a lot in the
Hey,
football world. A lot of big news, and
oh man,
we might not cover it all, but we're gonna try to cover a bunch of them. At least the most popular ones.
yeah, man. This season with the transfer market and what the teams have been doing so far, I'm excited for the new season, bro. I'm excited for the new season.
I know you're excited for the new season, but as a Real Madrid fan, I've been hearing a lot of stuff. I'm jumping right in there. As a Real Madrid fan, um, what do you think about that whole Vinicius Jr. gotta leave situation?
Man, I don't pay much attention to that. You know what I mean? It's transfers that there's contracts involved, contracts being renewed, and close to the time for like the where the contract is gonna end. Players are trying to get their money. The clubs are trying to lowball a little bit, and Vinicius is coming with from uh, com- comparing to the last season where he was a Ballon d'Or contender to now. It's pretty much a really bad season. So a lot of people are gonna talk. People are upset, rightfully so. I think um, I think people are just feeding in too much into it. And there's still time for him to renew his contract with the club. And I think he wants to stay and the club wants him to be there. So it's a marriage made in heaven. I'm just waiting for next season to see what he's bringing to the team because I know he's gonna bring some heat. You know what I mean? And then when the time for the contract comes, he can have more leverage. But as of right now, we'll see what happens. I'm excited for next season, bro.
I feel like you were about to say as of right now, he doesn't really have that much leverage. But as somebody that has given your club Champions Leagues, I remember with the last season of Benzema, the season where Benzema won his Ballon d'Or, Vinicius was very a big part of the success of that team.
For sure.
And I feel like he deserves some credit. Listen, I know I'm a big guy that talk about Vinicius Jr. whenever he's doing something. He always getting on my nerves sometimes, but you gotta give credit where credit is due. The guy is very phenomenal on the pitch. I feel like he deserves more credit, and even though it's not my club, I really feel like he deserve better. He deserve a better treatment. Ain't no way that Mbappe is getting paid more than him for what he has accomplished in that team.
I mean, it's two different things. But to be honest with you, I understand where you're coming from. But they are two players coming from different like positions. When Vinicius signed his contract, he was not the player that he is today. All right, he was not the Ballon d'Or contender that we know of him today. Yes, he was decisive, but we're talking about Kylian Mbappe, somebody that's so much more marketable. And I'm a Vinicius fan. He's so much more marketable. He's been there for longer. He's accomplished some things that Vinicius has not been able to do so far. It's a global name. It's a superstar. You know what I mean? When he comes, there's gonna have to be some guarantees. This is the time now for Vinicius to prove himself. Not that he has to prove himself. I'm just saying, like, to establish himself as either the team leader or somebody that's worthy of that kind of money. And you have to be able to bring back that season, that Ballon d'Or contending season, or even better. You know what I mean? To be in that conversation and to reestablish that this is your team. This is you grew up with these teams. All these players that are around you. You know what I mean? You were there to make everybody better. You can make everybody better. And I feel like he's so much more than a winger. He's so much more than the player that he is as of right now, especially after last season. He has to come back with much more hunger for the game, much more hunger for the future. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, I got you.
I can't wait to see what he brings, but I have to be
Eh,
honest. I can't wait.
I, I really hope to see the best from him. Honestly, the better the players are, the more entertaining us as football fans we're gonna be.
Exactly.
And talking about entertaining, Liverpool is going crazy in that transfer
Yeah,
market.
well, yeah, they've been saving
Li-
up. You know when you've been
Liverpool was
saving up?
like, it's time to spend money.
Exactly. They've been saving up, bro. It has been a long time coming, to be honest. They've
Yeah,
been saving up. They haven't made any big purchases like that, and it's nice to see them splurging a little bit. And these are like statement signings, bro. These are not
yeah.
just
Showing
signings
your words.
that Manchester United is doing, bro. This is like, hey, I'm establishing myself as I won the trophy last year, but I want to keep winning. You know what I mean? I want to challenge for the Champions League. I want to challenge for the title. In Manchester City, although people are not talking about them right now, they still, you know,
I
it's Pep
mean,
Guardiola's team that we're talking about. But I
they
love what
made
Liverpool is doing right now.
they made some for Manchester City. I don't feel like they have made as big of an impact in terms of big name signing. I'm
They
not
don't
saying that
have
they
to.
okay. I'm not saying
They don't
that
have to.
okay, maybe they don't. I would say Liverpool they have to either. Honestly.
They had to. They had to. They had to.
Liverpool
They had to.
was until that game against PSG
They had to.
one of the best team in the world last season with that
Yeah.
squad.
Yeah.
Did they need to go and spend close to $200 million?
Yes, they did. Yes, they did. I mean,
Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong.
Darwin Nunez contract was ending. Luis Diaz, although his contract wasn't ending, but his performances and the coach liking his play style, or them putting a system around him for to benefit him or to make it work more, it wasn't giving that. You know what I mean? They need
Yeah.
some. You need to buy players almost every year. Does it have to be big names? No, but Liverpool said that, okay, this is the summer that I am going out. Oh, I lost Trent. I'm gonna go get the next best thing, Frimpong. You know what I mean?
And I've been
Oh,
saying Frimpong in the preseason games, and this guy is looking good.
I mean, it's preseason, bro.
I don't wanna put it like that, but it might be an upgrade.
It's
it
preseason. It's preseason. Nah, that's crazy.
it might
Nah,
be an
bro.
upgrade.
Nah, an upgrade is crazy. An upgrade is crazy.
No. Okay. Sometimes, and I don't want to diss anything from um
That's what
Trent.
that's what people say
I
when they're about to diss somebody.
no Trent is a phenomenal player, great passing ability, but the way that Frimpong
Mm.
is playing, he gives them that secure. Granted, as you said, it's preseason. It's not really
I know
real
you wasn't
games
gonna
yet.
say security right now. Frimpong, security in
Have you seen
defense.
him play?
Yeah,
You've
I've
seen
seen
him
him
play.
play for Leverkusen. Yeah,
I'm saying for Liverpool, not Leverkusen.
but whether this was preseason, none of the teams that Liverpool have faced so
Okay.
far. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
let's, you know what I mean? Let's just wait. Let's just
All
wait.
right. Let's leave it
All
at
right.
that.
Yeah.
What do you
I
think
just
about
wanna.
that? Now we're going in my world now. Now we're
Your
going in
world.
my team. What do you think about that whole Ter Stegen um saga that's going on right now with Barcelona, where
So
Ter Stegen
there's
doesn't wanna give his medical to La Liga so that he can be, you know, so that they can use him to register players or whatever. What do you
there's
think
always
about that?
something. There's always something going on with the noisy neighbors.
All right, but
There's always something going on
I'm
with
trying
that
to have a
club.
nice. If that's where
Ah,
it's gotta go, that's where we're gonna go.
nah.
That's
You
how
know
we're
what I
trying to
mean?
do it.
You know what this is making me realize. You know what I mean? Barcelona fans, you guys can be angry. You might be angry, but this is making me realize that maybe, just maybe, the way that the club is being run right now, although there are difficulties, but there has to be principles that you respect. This is a player. This is somebody's career. This is somebody's livelihood. And uh, um, to make it seem like, okay, this guy just has to accept, okay, I'm gonna. I
The
don't like
guy,
that whole concept. I don't like that whole concept. I've never seen that in world football before. Tell me somewhere that you've seen this happen before.
I mean,
Tell
not
me.
every team has been dealing with what we are dealing with.
But because of who? Because of your poor management. Although it wasn't this president's poor management, but it's still the club's. This is a player that's been also helping the club by reducing his salary and stuff like that. Now you're asking him to do more by buying somebody that you're putting in place to
Okay,
replace him.
let
Now
me.
you're saying for him to make it easy, you gotta take it while lying down. Yeah, okay, that's crazy.
Okay,
Pause. But you get what I'm saying.
let me put something in perspective for you. Um, I love Ter Stegen. I really do.
That's what when somebody's about to say something crazy, that's how they started with.
At this
Yeah,
point, bro,
that's,
I feel like I'm just not gonna be able to talk this episode
no, go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm
because
sorry. Go ahead.
everything I'm about to say, you start
Yeah,
talking
go ahead. Go
some
ahead.
BS.
Go ahead.
I love Ter Stegen,
Mm.
but the way that he was doing it last season at the end of the season, so he came back from injury, and
Mm-hmm.
listen, I'm using word that I've heard from the media, and these are like very good sources.
Doesn't mean it's true.
That's what I'm saying. But they are very good sources, so there's
Yeah.
a 90% chance that it would be true, right? I don't want to say 100%, but from what I've heard is Ter Stegen went and requested that he be the number one keeper back when Sechny was actually performing so well. Though almost since Sechny came to the club, he's been performing well, and it gets to the point where I'm not trying to remove whatever you've done, but this is a new coach. This is a new this is new tactics, the way we play and everything. How about you show the coach that you deserve to play and not go and make demands to the coach like he's supposed to make you number one. He doesn't owe you shit. You come, you go to training, make sure that you perform better than Sechny, so that way they can. And that's where the relationship started to spiral. Honestly,
I don't.
yes.
I hear what you're saying, but I don't believe that's true.
What
You
you
know what the thing is.
believe and what you don't believe doesn't make it
Listen,
wouldn't make it less true if
let
it's
me
true or
tell you
not.
something. Let me tell you something. Like what's his name from The Walking? Let me tell you something. But nah, seriously, but let's take Real Madrid for example. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
When the year that Lunin was performing like the greatest, and Courtois was just injured. When Courtois came back, number one is number one, bro. Like when Courtois came back,
I'm
Ancelotti
glad.
was like, you know what? Take your
I'm glad.
place. That's
Okay,
what it
okay,
is.
okay, okay, okay. I'm glad you came up with that example with this example.
Mm.
If you listen to what I said new coach. Flick didn't to get used to Ter Stegen like that. Most of the season he's been playing with Sechny.
But what are you talking
This
about?
this is a new manager.
Flick was Germany's manager. He's coached Ter Stegen before.
He's coached Ter Stegen before, but who's played? It's
What do you mean
always
who's
been
played?
Neuer. Neuer is the one that's
It
played the
doesn't
most.
matter. He still
What do you
coached
mean it
him.
doesn't matter?
Oh my
But
god, bro.
I'm
You know
saying this
what?
is a new
It's okay.
manager in a new club,
But this
Carlos.
is
Like
only being done. This is only being done. This is only being done at Barcelona, bro. You only see this type of stuff at Barcelona, bro.
I'm not gonna lie that
Uh,
my club has been in a lot of BS lately. I ain't gonna lie.
mm. This is one of them. Acting like this is not one of them
This is one of them.
is BS. Yeah,
This is one
because
of them.
the guy is
Like at some
injured.
point we gotta
Is
be
injured.
honest.
His job is not even insured. He knows that you guys bought this guy to replace him. Basically, it's gonna so basically with everything that's happening right now, he's gonna be third string goalkeeper. That's what he was going to be. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Bellingham is injured. I don't see nobody. I don't see nobody. I don't see them telling Bellingham. You know what I mean?
What type of
What type
example
of
is this?
example? It's a perfect example. That's what
No,
it
it's
is.
not because we're not in the same situation financially. We're not. Are you
And
struggle?
and that should change your principle
Are
of
you
things.
struggling to
And that
register
should change your
players?
man. We handle our
You know
business.
Javier Tebas. You know
We
Javier
handle our
Tebas will
business.
always hook
We're
you
not
up.
gonna get
You
into
know
this.
this guy
We're not
loves
gonna
you
get
and
into
stuff.
this.
Come
We're
on,
not gonna
man.
get into this.
Yeah, man.
Arete Bas doesn't put money in our pockets. That's not
Yeah,
what
he
he does.
does.
No, he doesn't.
Oh,
No, he
it's the
doesn't.
other way
No,
around. Oh, you
no,
put
no, he
money in his
doesn't.
pockets.
No,
Oh, okay,
oh,
I get
I'm
you.
not the one that was accused of paying referees. You know what I mean? Let's not
But
go there.
listen,
Let's not go there. Let's not go there.
Yeah, let's not go
Let's
there.
not go there.
We're
Yeah,
getting
yeah.
sidetracked right now.
Yeah, it's always like that when we're talking about Barcelona because you can't face the truth, right? The truth, it doesn't matter if it's hurting a
Who can
player.
face the truth?
You can
can
face the
face the
truth.
truth.
You can face the truth because
What the
whenever it's a player against Barcelona, you guys did the same thing with Nico Williams too, and this is proving Nico Williams right,
bro?
bro.
Listen,
This is what he would have. This
we
is what he would have
we
to be.
dodged
Listen,
we
listen,
dodged a bullet
listen,
with Nico
listen.
Williams. We
How did
dodged
you
it.
dodge a bullet?
Bro, this
You got
guy is
Rashford, right?
trash.
Rashford is
This guy
what?
was trash.
You guys,
The only times
you was begging for him. You was begging for him.
Listen,
So,
but he ain't all
so what
that.
changed now?
He ain't
What
all
changed
that.
now?
I
What
went
changed
back
now?
and look at the stats. I'm like, yo, I
What
can't
stats?
believe we wanted to put.
Well, he's
like
playing.
50,
He's playing in
50,
Atletico.
60.
He's playing for Athletic Bilbao. What are we talking about right now, bro?
So he decided to stay.
So when he played, when he played, okay, that's fine. He decided to stay. That's fine. But don't act like he's trash. Don't tell him that he's trash. That's not fair.
Listen. If we had time, I would tell you, pull up your phone and go look at his stats.
It doesn't matter.
25
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter,
It
bro.
does matter.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter. Odagula didn't have a lot.
Very inconsistent.
Listen.
He's very inconsistent.
Listen.
What are we talking
Odagula
about
didn't
here?
have the best of stats when Real Madrid bought them, purchased them. He didn't have the best of stats, but we can see the potential. You see the potential of Nico Williams. You know what he can do.
I do know what he can do.
Listen though, but don't
gonna-
downplay him because he's not in your club.
I'm saying
I don't
that
appreciate that.
He's not all that.
Yes, he is all that because you
He's not.
wanted him.
I did want him.
You made everybody on Twitter. Everybody wanted him.
We would have made it work. Our system would have worked.
You wouldn't have made it work.
Oh,
You would have made your team better.
yeah.
That's what it should be. Not you would have made it work. You can make it work with Rashford. That's a different thing. And I'm a Rashford fan.
Rashford is bigger
don't say that.
Rashford is bigger than Nico Williams. Are we gonna? Okay. Answer this question right now. If you had to choose,
you're talking about somebody that is younger.
Calm down.
Somebody that is at the prime of their career. He's being bounced around everywhere.
Remove age.
Don't say remove age.
You
guys talk about Lamine Yamal all the time. You guys talk about Lamine Yamal's age all the time. Now you want to say remove age? Don't say remove age. Don't say remove age. It's always the 17-year-old Lamine Yamal. Now you want to remove space. Now you want to remove age to make your point.
Had to choose
come on, get out of here, bro. Get out of here, man. I would choose Nico Williams right now. I would choose Nico Williams. What are we talking about? What are we talking about, bro? What are we talking about? This guy right in a team that is performing, right? In a team that was performing. Okay, let me put it this way. Aston Villa last year was performing, right?
Yeah.
Rashford was contributing. When you see Spain and Spain is working, Nico Williams is right there with the team, if not boosting the team up more or giving them something more. But Rashford, bro, I'm a Rashford fan. He had all the potential in the world. But do not downplay Nico Williams just because he's not in your team right now. Do not do that. I don't accept that. That's what you guys do every time. Every time. You guys did it last year when he didn't join y'all. Y'all are doing the same thing again.
Can I talk?
After begging him to come.
Can I talk?
Whatever. What motion? Your club don't got motion right now. What motion you got? What motion you got? If you had motion, you should be going for
four times. Maybe beating you 4 times.
You know what? This episode is turning into a Barca versus Real Madrid.
You making it into it. I'm trying.
No. I'm not making it into it. I'm not making it into it. Don't do that. I'm not making it into it. I'm saying that's what you guys do. Whenever that you guys don't get a player that y'all wanted, you guys turn on him and say, "Oh, I'm glad we didn't get him." That's not fair.
You're acting like this is something
that's not fair.
Barcelona does. You were turning on Mbappe too.
No, we weren't.
Yeah.
No, I wasn't. I'm not gonna speak for all Real Madrid fans. I'm talking to you personally. I'm saying, do not turn on him and say, "Oh, I'm glad we didn't get him anyways." Don't do that.
That he's not all that.
Yes, he is.
He's not.
Yes, he is because you wanted him.
Listen.
You got rejected. You got rejected by Nico Williams, and then you turn around got rejected by Luis Diaz. and now you got Rashford. You know what I mean?
I didn't
Yeah.
get rejected by Luis
Yes,
Diaz.
you did. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
Listen,
All
we're
right.
doing a
Let's be honest.
podcast
Yes, you
right
did.
now. You cannot
Yes,
just
you did.
go and
Yes, you did.
open your
You
mouth and
got
say
rejected.
whatever you
You
want
got
out of your
rejected, bro.
mouth. We did not
You
get
got
rejected.
rejected, bro. You got rejected,
We
bro.
did not get.
You got
Anyways,
rejected, bro.
as you trying to,
You got
as you trying
rejected.
to bait,
You got rejected.
you
We're
trying to
not gonna
bait
do
this.
this. Although you come back and say, you know what, I was wrong. I shouldn't have said that. I should have said, you know, I'm glad we didn't get him. Yeah, we wanted him, but he decided differently. I wish him the best. But my club
I
is
know.
still gonna be. This is what I'm gonna do with my club this season. This is what I want my club to do this season. This is you do that. That's being honest. That's being, you know what I mean. Like, okay, yeah, you didn't come to our club, but we can manage. We can even be better next season. I'm hoping that Yamal and the chemistry of the team, we can include. We can include Marcus Rashford in everything that we're doing to be better as a team. Say that, but don't trash on somebody else because they didn't join your party. That's not fair.
Before we leave that topic, that subject, I
But
got
we're not
one.
leaving this subject until you say
I got
until
one
you
game
say
for you. One
one
game
game.
that exposed this fool.
Who's full?
Maybe I hope Barcelona was watching this game too.
What game?
Portugal versus Spain,
I
final
hope
of
they
the
were.
Nations League.
I hope they were. Because there was somebody that was in there that's in your team right now that let's not talk about it. You know what I mean?
You mean the you mean the
that
you mean
that
the
got
kid? You
pocketed.
mean the
That
17
got
year old
pocketed.
kid
It doesn't
that
matter. Oh,
that was
now age
being
matters.
triple marked?
Do you see
He
how
had he had three
much of
he
a
had
hypocrite
three
we can be
person
when
on
you're
him.
talking about
At one point,
Barcelona?
he almost had
Bro,
five
don't
person
say
on
that.
him.
Don't do that. Don't do that, bro.
Come
Don't
on
do
now.
that, bro. Don't do that, bro.
They left
Don't do
Nico
that.
Williams on that
Yeah.
left wing all by
Yeah.
himself,
Yeah.
like he wasn't shit.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, what?
Right.
What is
But
going on?
he's the best player in the world, right? He was supposed to make it work. That's what Cristiano and Messi had to do. Why can't he do it?
Hey, he's still young.
He's
He
still
was
young.
still
So now
17 years
age
old.
matters. Now age matters, right?
What are you talking about?
How
What
hypocritical can
type
you
of?
be,
You
bro?
know what? Listen,
That
listen.
doesn't make sense.
This is going
But
overboard.
I do
Let's
not care how this
li-
episode is going, but you have to see how hypocritical you sound, bro.
my God, this is some big
Yeah.
words.
No. I'm not saying you're a hypocrite. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying when you're talking about Barcelona, any fact goes out the window because that's the club that you love. That is true, bro. That is true. Because you cannot tell me that you want to use age when you're talking about Lamine Yamal, but when you want to talk about Nico Williams, or let's take age out of it, does that sound like a
I
fair
said
playing field for you?
that when we were talking about that, that was to make a
Uh,
comparison between
Buddy,
Rashford
just answer the
and
question, bro. Answer the
and
question. Answer the
listen. I'm
question.
telling you right now. Let's leave that
Yeah.
part out. All right,
Nah, bruh. Nah.
let's go somewhere
Nah.
else. Happy
Nah.
place.
hmm
What do you think about Arsenal? Where do you think Arsenal will be at the end of next season in the Premier League? And do you feel like they will be a huge contender in the
Arsenal is
Champions
always
League?
a contender. Champions League, I don't know, but I mean, they got the team for it. You know, on paper, they have a team that can compete. The only thing that they need to work is with Gyökeres to find a chemistry with either Saka or Odegaard to finally play his best season with an Arsenal jersey. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Because last year, rightfully so, he was getting a lot of criticism because he was getting in the right spaces, but he wasn't making things happening. Now he has an option. He has somebody that's proven to be lethal in front of goal. You know what I
yeah.
mean? Now this is the time to serve him and give him
Those passes.
I was gonna say those balls, but yeah,
I mean,
those passes.
give him those balls, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. But yeah, give him those passes to establish yourself as one of the best offensive midfielders in the world. You know what I mean? Because he was
Yeah,
getting in the spaces, in the right spaces, but he wasn't making the stuff happen. He would pass it back or do an unnecessary skill or pass it where he's not supposed to pass it. You know what I mean? Or even
yeah.
shoot. There was a few times that he was in positions to shoot. He wasn't able to do it. I hope he gets the confidence that he needs, and go beyond that mental block that he had last year and find chemistry with either Saka or Gyökeres so they can make it work. Because Arsenal defensively,
they're
even
good.
that even that even that great PSG team had a tough time beating that defense.
Yeah, they're good.
Had a
They just need
they
somebody that
really
can
good. They're
score
well
in front.
balanced in the back. They're well balanced in the back, and they added somebody in midfield that's gonna make them even better. That's gonna push Declan Rice to play up more and to make it easy for those to regulate the midfield for Arsenal. I'm excited for the Premier League this season. I'm
Yeah, I
excited.
feel like it's gonna be good.
Arsenal,
Chelsea,
Liverpool, Chelsea,
Chelsea that just won
Man
the Club
City,
World Cup. How
world
come you didn't
champions.
watch one game of the Club World Cup? Can you just go on that real quick? It was in the US. What happened?
Okay, that's crazy.
The
Oh, you
one
feel
game?
like you feel like happy about yourself because you actually went to the games. All right,
I went to
man. I
two
live.
games. I even went to watch your team play. I went
Yeah,
to see
man.
Real Madrid play.
I
Like, what are we
I couldn't.
doing?
I couldn't, man. You know what? I'm gonna go see them play in Europe this season. That's my dream this year. You know what I mean? To go see
Alright.
them play in Europe, actually see them.
Go watch
But
the
it's crazy
go
that they
watch the
came to my
Classico.
backyard. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. God willing, we'll see what happens.
Alright. And to close this episode, because we're not trying to make it too long, Um,
I mean,
one
we can
team
make
that
it
I
too
had
long. Talk about Barcelona again. We'll make it long.
oh, I know that's what you want, but th- sir, I surrender.
Nah,
Anyways, bro.
that's crazy.
What do you think of the fact that the Paul went to Inter Miami?
Messi's actual bodyguard is gotta be scared for his job right now. But this is
I'm a Messi fan. I
the
love
glazing is
Messi,
too much. The glazing
but
is too much.
Rodrigo de Paul is crazy.
Yeah, bro. Like he had, and I
You're
don't know.
talking
He
about the
was starting to
bodyguard.
find himself so much in that Atletico team. Yo, there were times you watching Atletico play or you're watching Argentina play, and this guy was getting Argentina and Atletico Madrid out of pickles, bro. Out of like places that they were not even supposed to. They were either supposed to lose the ball, lose possession, and concede a goal, and he was the one bringing the ball up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's very good,
Like back
both
to play, bro.
defensively
He was
and
getting
offensively.
so good, and I
Hmm.
feel like this is the type of player that, uh, uh, um, what's his name, Simeone needs, or like that he likes, and I feel like he was molding him into like such a great player. And playing Europe, let's be honest, in the MLS is apple and oranges. You know what I mean? It's two different things, different levels, and I feel like he's doing himself a disservice or the national team a disservice by going to the MLS while he could have still played in Europe and helped Messi more in that World Cup that's coming next year. And I feel like he's doing a disservice. Although maybe they're gonna get some more chemistry, but how much chemistry do you need to play with Messi? Not that much. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? So I don't understand the move to the MLS. I do
I
not
don't
understand it.
actually. I don't either. It didn't make no sense. I I don't know what happened. It didn't make no sense
Maybe
to me.
maybe he's like, you know what, I accomplished everything that I needed to accomplish in football and do that, but I guess.
I guess. But hey, we cannot talk about everything in this episode. We gotta leave some for the next one. We gotta make that money. We gotta make them views. Um, so to help us, please don't hesitate to like, don't hesitate to subscribe,
Don't
and
hesitate
don't
to
hesitate to
share
comment.
and share. Interact with this video. We'll see you guys next time.
See you guys next time. Appreciate it.
Peace.
Peace.